Welcome to the Future of Field Service podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Nicastro. Happy New Year. 2022 was an exciting year for Future of Field Service, and 2023 promises to be as well. I am excited to get this year started. I hope you all have enjoyed some time around the holidays to rest, reflect, re-energize, spend time with your loved ones. I have always said I'm always challenged to slow down. And we had a situation this year. My husband found out he had COVID just before Christmas. So we were kind of forced to put our plans on hold and stay home, just the four of us. And honestly, it was a blessing in disguise in the sense of it gave us an opportunity to really just, disconnect from the rest of the world and reconnect as a family. So it was nice, and everyone's doing well. And we ended up being able to reschedule our time with family a bit later in the break. And all of that was great. So I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season and are ready to kick off the new year. I wanted to share with you a sneak peek, if you will, at some of the things that the Future of Field Service team has been working on, some of the things that you will soon see coming your way. But before we get into that, if you missed any of our end of year coverage at the end of 2022, there are a few things that I wanted to mention that are worth a few minutes to revisit. On December 14th, we published a podcast, episode 193. That was our top 10 of the podcast for 2022. So if you go back to that episode, I went through the challenge of picking 10 moments that I wanted to put into the top 10 and talk about some of the points that were made in those episodes. All of the episodes that are in that top 10 are linked in the show notes in podcast 193. So if you wanted to just go back through, it's a good way to kind of pick some key things to go back and revisit if you missed some of the year's episodes. So check that out if you have a chance. I also published an article that had some highlights from 2022 that I thought I would share as well. So of course, most of you that have been around know that 2022 brought the first ever Future of Field Service live tour. And that was wonderful. We visited 5 cities, Paris, London, Frankfurt, Stockholm, and Austin, Texas. It was a joy to see Future of Field Service come to life at those in-person events, something that I had in mind when we started the platform, and it was really, really cool to see that come to life. But it was also a learning experience the first time that we had done it. I think overall things went really, really well, but we learned as we went as well. Not only did we do the live tour in 2022, but when we weren't traveling, of course, we kept the content flowing. We had more than 50 articles, 51 new podcasts, and Spotify puts out a wrapped review for its podcasts at the end of the year. Some stats on there that I thought were interesting. We created 1,503 minutes of new content. We had 40% more listeners and 28% more followers in 2022 than the year prior. We had listeners across 37 countries, with the top 5 being the US, Sweden, the Philippines, Germany, and Spain. We were also in the top 15% for most followed and most shared podcasts globally. So that's all thanks to you. And I appreciate your support and all of you being here. So this month actually marks the 4th anniversary of the Future of Field Service platform. Those 4 years have flown by for sure. It makes me really happy to be here to see how Future of Field Service has grown When we first launched the site in January of 2019, I remember curating what the content would be that we would launch with, right? I mean, I didn't want to put up a resource and it have a single article. So we started with 10 pieces of content in January of 2019. Of course, we've kept publishing weekly since, and we added the podcast in April of 2019. So it's been really amazing to see how the content has grown, also how the community has grown, and I'm honored to be a part of that. So as a result, one of the things that I wanted to give you a sneak peek into today is we are soon going to be launching a new website. So this is one that will better fit the volume of content we have now versus, the really small library that we started with. It will allow all of our users to more easily peruse the content that we have. And I think it will be, a bit more user-friendly for the amount of content that we produce on an ongoing basis. This is a project that has taken a lot of work from a lot of different folks, and I appreciate all of those efforts so much. Look forward to being able to launch the site soon. And when we do, I look forward to hearing your feedback. So stay tuned for that. Another exciting project that we have had in the works is what we are calling the Future of Field Service Insider. So this is, we'll say, a newsletter plus. Okay, so the goal of the Insider will be, it'll be every other week. And, one purpose, of course, is to make sure that as a subscriber, you are keeping up to date on all of the content that Future of Field Service is publishing. So you can take a look through an insider and see, what the most recent articles and podcasts are that are published. You can, see those, decide if they're ones that you want to go and check out, et cetera. I know you're all very busy, and sometimes the reality is just that, releasing this content on the website and putting it out on social media, there's people that really appreciate the content we produce that just don't catch all of the things that are relevant to what they do. So this is just a way to, organize it together for you, send it to you so that you can have a look through every other week and see what it is that you want to go and check out. However, we also know that, you all are very busy and very intelligent people that can go out and find content that you would like to consume whenever you want. So we are going to put some things into the Insider that will be exclusive to subscribers. So that will include exclusive content. It will include opportunities to connect as a community that are only applicable to subscribers. So there's some cool things that we plan to do with the Insider that I think the community will find value in. So that will also be coming soon. So stay tuned for how to subscribe. And we look forward to kicking that off. And finally, last but not least, the third thing that I wanted to give you a sneak peek into is that we are indeed doing a 2023 Future of Field Service live tour. We've already been hard at work on the initial stages of planning what that tour will look like. As I mentioned earlier, I think that the 2022 initial tour was a really big success. We had a lot of positive feedback from the folks that joined us in each of the 5 cities that we hosted in. But there are certainly ways that we can improve upon what we've done and grow and expand on the format, the content, et cetera. So we're really excited to outdo ourselves in 2023. So we're working on how we will evolve the content approach, some of the things that we can tweak and evolve to make the 2023 live tour even better. I cannot share with you the list of locations or specific dates quite yet, although that will be coming soon. But I will say we are revisiting some of the cities that we visited in 2022. We are changing some of the cities, and we are even adding a new continent. So that's very exciting. I'm so excited to have an opportunity to see some of you again and meet even more of you for the first time in person this year. I really, really am proud of how this community can bring people together across the globe to, share ideas, inspire one another, build collective knowledge, and really, really create what the future of field service looks like as a community. So I'm really excited for that. The 2023 tour schedule will be announced soon, and registration will open soon after. So again, keep your eyes peeled, of course, at futureoffieldservice.com, also on our LinkedIn page. Those are the best ways to stay tuned until the Insider is launched, and then that will be the best place for you to stay up to date on everything. So I hope you're able to join us on the live tour this year. I think it will be a day well worth your time, and I look forward to seeing many of you soon. As we begin a new year and start fresh, I want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of the Future of Field Service community. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the opportunity to help provide you with information and share the voice of the industry in a way that can keep us focused on what the future looks like, keep us transforming, and as companies, as individuals, as leaders, and it isn't a task I take lightly. So thank you for allowing me to do it. I wish you all a very happy new year. And we'll start the year off with intention, with renewed energy, and knowing that we can all help each other along the way. So thank you for being here and for letting me do that. Stay tuned for all these really exciting things coming soon. And in the meantime, be sure to visit us at futureoffieldservice.com. As always, the Future of Field Service podcast is published in partnership with IFS. You can learn more at ifs.com. Thank you for listening.